Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be visiting Motorworld out in Stuttgart, and we're going to look around and see what kind of nice cars out here to see. I've been out here about 5 times in the last few years, and every time I come here there's always something new to see. So let's check it out and see what we're going to find today. So walking through, as you can see, we got a few different things right here. We got the Bentley Mussolini, nice beautiful gray color with the orange interior. This looks really good. This is a very beautiful car. You can see it's definitely nice. Back here we have a Continental, more Mussolini's. We got a Lamborghini Urus over here, which looks pretty good. I got a classic Bentley, I can't remember the name of it. We have some more Continentals and Mussolini's around here. And then over here we have the Aston Martin DBX. This is quite a nice looking car. It looks really good. Expensive, but nice looking. As you can see, it's 225,000 euros with options. But it's definitely a good looking car. It looks very good. It's definitely a nice looking car. There's a lot of nice stuff out here. A lot of stuff is plugged up or covered up, so it's kind of hard to see it, but I'll get as many videos as I can. This is part one of a few parts. We're gonna go to visiting Motorworld right now, and then next we're gonna go to the Porsche and the Mercedes Museum after this. So it's gonna be quite a few videos, maybe 3. Maybe I can put it into 1, we'll see. But for now, let's look around and see what we can find. So here we have a heavily modified Lamborghini Gallardo. Over here we have an 8 Series with a custom vinyl wrap around it. Then move down, we got the GT3 RS. We got the BMW M3 CLS. Not something you see around here, but in this place you see all type of unusual cars. In the back you can see a Huracan STO. But that one's personally owned by somebody. Maybe if I get a chance I'll go look at that later. Here we have Ferraris, more classic Porsches. I'm just gonna go through because we have a lot to see today. We're also gonna go down and take a look at the Motorworld, the upstairs portion of the place. But here we have a Aventador with a nice fluorescent vinyl going on to it. It looks very nice. But this is the dream right here. This spec is amazing looking. It looks so nice. The gray with the black with the orange interior. I would not personally go with the orange interior, but the way it works with this, it just works so well. It works very well, and I like it a lot. It has a carbon wing on it. And back here, it's hard to see, but we have another STO in the back. And then right here, look, another one over here, another Huracan over here. There's like so much in here. Maybe once this is over, we'll go outside and see if we can check out the angle from the outside. There's usually more Lamborghinis parked outside. So we're up top right now looking at everything that's on the rooftop, and looks like a Lamborghini Gallardo over there. Beside it we have a Ghost, a 812 Superfast, a 599, and a 360 Spider. Or no, that's not the 360, that's the 430. That's the 430. Then below that you see a classic Volkswagen van. Porsche, looks like a Testarossa and a GT3. We can get a little closer look at it. Lots of nice cars out here posted. Over here we have a Polestar 2. We have the Polestar 2. Looks pretty nice. It's always a beautiful looking car. Oh, look at this thing. It is so nice. This is such a nice looking car. I would love to buy another electric car. I had an ID3, but I turned it back in since I was finished with it. But I would definitely wouldn't mind something like this to be my next electric car. But there's so many options now. It's really hard to choose what the next electric car, what your next electric car can be with all the options out there today. So inside the next part of the room, we walk through the double doors. We have a 911 over here, classic 911. We have a F-Type Carbon Edition with the 5-liter. Of course, looks like a classic S-Class. This looks like a Mercedes SL. And then we have the, as you can see the name right there, Porsche 336. We have a Vantage. Yep, we got the Vantage, and this is the V12 AMR. The V12 AMR looks like a 430 back there. We have the 997 over here. We have the Gallardo, we have the SLS, and then we have a Morgan all the way in the back. There is a lot of beautiful cars out here. There's a lot of beautiful cars. I wish I can get a better look, and it's extremely hot inside this place right now, but here's a closer look at the Gallardo. And maybe I can walk around and get a better look at the SLS. We have also some boats here, but I don't know anything about boats, so I'm not even gonna attempt to tell you guys what this is. I'm not even gonna attempt to that. So we get a little closer. Here's the SLS. And over here, we have a better look. Oh, it's a Wiseman. I call it a Morgan. I'm sorry. But we have a Wiseman out here. I don't know much about these, to be honest. I'm not too familiar with them, but I would. But it does look very interesting. It's a very interesting design. Right here we have a Maybach. It's a little lowered in the front. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if that's a hydraulic system or there's something going on with this, but man, this thing is absolutely huge. This car, the length of this car, it's definitely one of the bigger cars I've seen. Back there we have a Bentley. I've always seen this Bentley every time I come out to Motorworld, but it's always locked behind a piece of glass. So this is actually the first time in like 5 years where I've actually seen it not behind the glass. It's always usually, I never actually got a chance to look on the inside because again, they've always kept it behind a glass wall. But not my taste, but it's definitely, I can see why someone would appreciate this. And over here, of course, another classic Mercedes, a 280. But again, I don't know too much about these, but I can see why someone would appreciate this. Hey, fast forward a bit, and we are now at the Mercedes Museum here in Stuttgart, as you can see. So I'm not going to show you everything because it would take a long, this would be a very long video if I go through each and everything that I see around here. So I'll just go through some of the highlighted areas, the areas I think are probably most interesting. So I'm going to show you some clips and we'll walk through and see what we can find here. And maybe we can see some of the newer Mercedes-Benz once we're all done. Maybe some of the new electric ones, or maybe they may have a couple of the exotic cars out here. So let's see what we can find. So on this floor, there's a lot of classic things going on. You see the Jurassic Park, or the Lost World truck, a couple old school bus, a lot of random things around here. Nice AMG over here. I know the more interesting stuff is going to be on the bottom floor, where we see a lot of the newer cars, a lot of the new electric vehicles, a lot of newer, maybe even some of the supercars. But this is just kind of what you see on this particular floor. And we're just gonna go through each floor and see what's else around here. Take a look at this. This is a very interesting vinyl design. Let's take a look around of it. I'm not sure who made this. Of course, this is a CLA, but it looks like someone actually paints it on it, but this is actually a really unique kind of design. Let's see if I can go around to the other side. Okay, we're back on the other side, and this is the rest of it. Very interesting sight to see, but this is the type of stuff you see here. So on the bottom floor, we are greeted with a really nice appearance. This looks like an AMG GT4, and look at it. Oh my gosh, I think it's the concept version, and this thing is absolutely gorgeous. This red, the way the rims looks, this is such a nice looking car. Like, I love the AMG GT4. It's just one of the more nicer Mercedes. Definitely a dream Mercedes in my book. I would definitely buy one if I had the money. But this is such a beautiful car. Of course, it's the concept, but man. And then over here, of course, we have an SLS. It's the fully electric SLS. This is also a nice sight. You know, as electric cars are becoming more popular, this is definitely something to see. And I do support the electric car gang. I did have an ID3. And I had a Volkswagen e-Golf, so I'm very, comfortable with having an electric car. But these are some of the beginnings, some of the first early concepts of how they got started. But yeah, this looks nice. Make it down to the next floor, and we have an onslaught of SLs, so we can walk through and see the different ones around here, starting from the oldest ones, and we'll work our way around. These are actually really nice. I'm not the most knowledgeable on the SL series of Mercedes, but they are, well, of course this one. This is like the iconic one, of course, the one with the gold wing doors. The SL300, that's definitely the one that I probably recognize the most, but the rest of these, I'm not the most knowledgeable on, but I do think they look absolutely gorgeous. And we make our way around. As we make our way around to get a bit newer, and then we're gonna finish up with the newest one. And so we're gonna keep going through. Now we're in 19, and as you look on the border, it actually shows the years as well, as the years goes up. Oh, I do remember this one. I remember this one from like movies. This is a very nice one. This is a very nice one indeed. That blue, I'm really a big fan of blue, and that's a nice blue. And as we move over to this, this is really nice. This is quite nice. And now we're getting to the ones that we recognize the most. I like this a lot, but I don't see many of them on the road over here. I don't see them on the road too often, but they're very nice. You can get a look at the interior. That is a nice interior. Of course, it's been debadged, but I'll go to the other side to get more, see how it looks on another angle. And here's the newer one. This is gorgeous. Like, I could definitely see myself daily in one of these cars. Just everything about this whole look, that gray color. I'm a big fan of this gray. This gray is such a nice color, and just every angle of it. Just look at this. Oh, this thing looks so mean. This thing looks absolutely mean. This is a beautiful AMG. I would definitely buy one of these. Yeah, but this new SL55, oh, gorgeous car. We can come back around and get another look at this one. The SL500, we can get another look at the SL500. And the SL500 looks good, but the SL55, well, that's like a night and day difference. That looks aggressive. It almost kind of reminds me of the AMG GT, but just, oh no, it's just such an aggressive looking car. It kind of has the design language of the new electric cars, how they have this extra sharp light here. Yeah, I've been seeing that on the A-Class. I've seen it on a lot of the newer electric vehicles, like the EQS models. They have that sharper light now. But man, that looks good. And of course, the SL500 definitely looks nice as well. Like I could definitely see myself driving one of these as well. This is a beautiful car, but this, that's goals right there. Fast forward again a little bit, and now we are in the floor where you see a lot of the race cars. So I'm going to flip the camera around. We can take a look at what's out here. Let's flip the camera around. So you have race cars of various years, including anything from the Indy cars to the GT cars, semi trucks. Have a little bit of everything around here. The way this is presented is actually really nice. Presentation of this is actually quite nice. Is there more around here? There's a little more around this area, as you can see. And the presentation is very nice. How it's all angled off to the side. It's actually very nice. And as you go through, you see various parts of the cars kind of broken up. It's quite a sight to see. And they also make a bit of noise. Okay, now we're outside. Unfortunately, the main part is closed on Sundays, so we can't go inside and see some of the other vehicles that are for sale. But outside, we can see a lot of the electric vehicles. You can go through and get a look at a few different ones, like the EQB, the EQC, and so forth. All the EQ lineups. Over here we got the EQE, the EQS. We have all the full EQ lineup up here, and they are just such nice cars. This is definitely the future of Mercedes. The electric is definitely the future, but these are quite nice. So making our way away from the electric vehicles, of course all of these are available for test drive. We move over to the gasoline powered engines, and we have the C-Class wagon. It looks beautiful. We have a AMG GT4, and we're just moving along the line and just seeing everything we have here. This AMG GT4 is definitely a very nice spec vehicle. It is very nice. But this is the 53. This is the GT53. But man, look at those exhausts. This thing looks aggressive. The only downside about a lot of these newer cars is they have such muted exhaust notes. Even some of these nice and mean looking cars, and when they, because of emissions, these cars aren't as loud as they could be, but this thing looks beautiful. We'll make our way down, see what else we have. Moving to the E-Class and the SUV lineups. Up here we have a few more, and then we'll make our way back. So we have a nice G-Wagon over here with a nice matte gray finish. Oh, I love the G-Wagons. They are such nice cars. These things are V8 turbo is just, this is really good looking. Way down, we have the A-Class, we have an S-Class, plug-in hybrid S-Class, and then of course we have a B-Class over here, a C-Class coupe, a CLA AMG, and we just make our way down, and there's just a lot more. There's a lot to see. Unfortunately, the place is not open, so we can't open up the doors to anything. I'll have to come back here during a weekday. But I love the wagons. I'm just a big wagon person. I love the way these wagons look. The station wagons. This is one thing I liked about moving out to Europe, just having access to these, because when in America you don't have access to station wagons of certain vehicles. But man, they just the stance of it just looks so mean. I love it. Oh yeah, this CLA 45. Oh, this CLA 45 is beautiful. I would definitely take one of these. This is something I would 100% buy. This could be my GTI replacement. Whenever I replace my GTI, this could be a strong option for it. Just the whole stance of this car is so aggressive, and I like cars that are not so big, especially since where I live, parking's pretty tight. So this is definitely something I would consider. I also like the A-Class as well. The A-Class AMG is also another good option. It looks pretty mean and aggressive as well. Not as aggressive as the CLA, but man,